Hello everyone, Only Draven here again, and today we're doing another tutorial in Minecraft Sky Factory 4. Today is part 1 of what's going to be a two-part series showing how to make the More S'more Double Sminget, which is, of course, making that item is an advancement, something that you can do in the game. Today's video is primarily going to be showing how to make and even automate making milk chocolate, which is a component of a s'more. So we're going to jump into our JEI real quick. And if you see up here, we have the S'more Sminget and the More S'more Double Sminget. So that second one is the one we're trying to make. But that involves having a milk chocolate, marshmallow, and 2 regular S'more Smingets. That's the first recipe. S'more Sminget is milk chocolate, 2 graham crackers, and a marshmallow. So in this part, we're going to be talking about how to make chocolate. Now, if you find this video helpful and you like it, please be sure to click like. But most importantly, please remember to hit that subscribe button. That way you can see all my videos and tutorials as they come out. All right, so for the different machines we're going to use today, we're going to start with a manufactory. And a manufactory is 4 lead ingots, a piece of redstone, piston, a copper solenoid, and 2 flint. Next, we're going to be making a melter. We're going to need a couple of these, and that is going to be 4 advanced plating, 3 nether brick, a machine chassis, and a servo mechanism. Next is going to be salt mixers. We're going to need at least 3 of these. That's going to be 4 basic plating, a steel ingot, machine chassis, an electric motor, and 2 empty buckets. Next is going to be a fluid extractor. We'll need 1 of those, and that is 4 advanced plating, 2 empty buckets, a magnesium ingot, machine chassis, and servo mechanism. And lastly, we're going to need an ingot former, and that's going to be 4 basic plating, 2 ferroboron alloy, 1 hopper, 1 machine chassis, and 1 tough alloy. All right, and once we put it all together, it's going to kind of look like this. Now, the only machine that doesn't need to be connected to this really is going to be our manufactory. You can connect it to it if you want to, but it's going to produce a couple different things. So right off the bat, we also are going to need a couple other manual components, such as a furnace, some cocoa beans, and some sugar. Cocoa beans can be gotten from a couple different trees, and sugar can be got from just basically putting sugar cane inside of a crafting table. Now, as for these machines, let's review how they're going to work. So this setup here mirrors that. So on the very left, you'll see there, okay, we have our manufactory. Now what the manufactory is going to do is it's going to take cocoa beans that have been placed inside of a furnace. That turns that into roasted cocoa beans. And you need that in 2 different places. Okay? Once you have the roasted cocoa beans, you're going to take those into your manufactory and load those in, and that's going to give you ground cocoa nibs. Cocoa nibs is what you need in 2 different sections. So you want to make up a bunch of that. Let's go ahead and grab the rest, and we'll get those going. So, well, I'll help if I put it in the right spot. There, and put the roasted cocoa beans there. Now, after that, we have this stack here, the chest and the machine. So in the chest, we're going to put the roasted cocoa beans, which are then going to feed down into a melter, which is going to make chocolate liqueur. Now, next to that, you'll see there's 3 with the chest on top. Top one is a chest, which is also going to have roasted cocoa beans, which are then going to feed down into a fluid extractor, which creates cocoa butter. That cocoa butter will then go down into the salt mixer, where it will mix with that chocolate liqueur to make molten, unsweet chocolate. So again, down there, into there, into here, cocoa nibs down there, into there, into here. That's going to make that. Now the next section, as you can see, is 3 again. That is a chest with sugar in it, which is going to go down into a melter, which is going to make molten sugar, which is then going to feed down into another salt mixer, where it will mix with the molten unsweet chocolate from the previous salt mixer to make molten dark chocolate. So again, sugar into there, down here, where it mixes from that machine. Now the next one, as you can see, is 2 there. That top one is milk. I'm using a cow in a jar because that is an unlimited source of milk. And that feeds down into another salt mixer, which mixes with the previous molten dark chocolate to create molten milk chocolate. And then that is going to feed into the last device, which is an ingot former, which is a device that does not require power. That is going to form it into our actual milk chocolate bars. All right, so let's go ahead and put that into place. So we have here a stack of cocoa nibs, and we have here a stack of sugar. So I'm going to go ahead into this first chest. I'm going to take half, put that in there. That is feeding into there, which is creating our chocolate liqueur. And then up in the top, I'm going to put the other half, which is feeding into here, which is making second liquid, which is our cocoa butter. Those are combining to make the next one. Now, this will also make as a side product cocoa solids, which is something you will eventually need to remove, or else it will stop the production. You can use an item extraction cable off of this, off the back or off the side, feeding those out using a filter. Now, in this third chest is where we're going to put our sugar. Sugar is going to go down into here, into the melter, where it is going to make molten sugar. It's going to mix with the molten unsweet chocolate and feed over here. It's our molten dark chocolate, which mixes with our milk to create milk chocolate, which then goes into our ingot former, and we have milk chocolate. See, it's already made 50 of them. It's a very, very quick process once you get it going. In each of these machines, I have 16 speed upgrades and 16 energy upgrades. You can go up to 64 of each. I'm only doing 16 because that's more than enough. If you get going too fast, the hardest part here is the cow in a jar will have a hard time keeping up with the milk production. So you can actually connect several cows in a jar. But that is going to give you your milk chocolate, which is a prime requirement in S'more Sminget and the More S'more Double Sminget. Now, if you wanted to fully automate this process, you could. All you would have to do is have your cocoa nibs feeding into manufacturing where roasted cocoa would come into here, which you could do with a energized furnace. So you could have, say, a sapling feeding the cocoa beans into the furnace, and then the furnace automatically transferring into the manufactory. The manufactory then would feed into these two chests or directly into these two machines. That would be continuous. So again, a sapling on a chest would do that. You could use an item extraction cable to filter the things out you don't need into, say, a trash can. And then for your sugar, all you'd have to do in that situation is, again, if you had some type of automatic feed, let's just say you had a sugarcane farm, and using wireless item extraction cables, fed those into an auto crafter, which turned them into sugar and dropped them into this. That would automate that as well. So again, that's some extra steps if you wanted to fully automate this so you didn't have to look at it anymore and just come back and get all the chocolate you want. At the very end, you could just use an item extractor to feed this either into your inventory or into, say, like a simple storage, whatever storage method you use. So that is how you make milk chocolate, which again is a prime requirement of the S'more Sminget. In the second part of this video, I'm going to cover how to make graham crackers and marshmallow. I am doing these separate because you may not be wanting to make the Sminget. Maybe you just need the chocolate. You're making the chocolate armors or things of that nature. So this would also be a good standalone if you just need to make chocolate or you wanted to automate that process. But I'll also post as well today the second part of this, which is how to make marshmallow and graham crackers. So be sure to check out that tutorial as well. If you have any questions about this tutorial or any of my other tutorials, please be sure to put those down in the description, down in the comments, and I'll be happy to try to get back with you as quickly as I can. As well, if you have any recommendations or suggestions for other tutorials you'd like to see in Sky Factory 4, please throw those down there as well. I'm always looking for more ideas. But that's going to do us for today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great day.